What better way to spend a Sunday when you're testing a family SUV than getting out into the country and taking a country drive and road tripping in true Motor Matters tradition? The Mazda CX5 was facelifted recently, and from the exterior it's pretty obvious some of the changes that they made. You can see the very narrowed high projection headlights on the front, making that nose a little bit longer as well. And that was one of the biggest changes on the exterior to the facelift version. Overall, it's still a very, very handsome vehicle. Good looking, medium to large sized SUV. 5-seater family vehicle. You can see the size. Nice mag wheels on this version as well. You come round to what I call a good family-sized boot as well. And you take a look over here, and the figures specified for the boot, 326 litres as it stands here. Drop the seats as you can do on any SUV you want, and you can go up to 1,200 litres of luggage space on the vehicle. So it's definitely a good family-sized vehicle. The 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine puts out 121 kilowatts, 210 newton meters of torque. There have been a lot of people criticizing the fact that Mazda haven't gone the turbo route, but of course they use the SkyActiv technology, and that's an important factor on their engines, which gives good power and reasonable economy from quite a big vehicle. The other big exterior change is if you close over here and you have a look at the rear lights, you'll see quite a change to those very slimline, very narrowed looking rear headlights, rear lights as well, and giving you that effect. Let's take a look what it's like inside the car. Behind the wheel of the Mazda CX5, it's a familiar place compared to the previous version. You've got very, very nice instrumentation over here, very clear, very legible. You can see we've done 250 kilometers so far on this test and averaged 7.8 litres per 100 kilometers while we've been doing it. You've got the nice touch screen facility or the infotainment screen, and you'd simply control it from down here, where I'll press the home button now, and you can see it comes up with your options of communication, entertainment, applications, nav, which is not fitted to this particular vehicle, and of course your vehicle settings. At the click of a button, you simply go into the various displays. Nice and simple, nice and easy. You've got your auto air conditioning system over here. Again, very easy, very simple, very nice. And you've got, of course, your 6-speed automatic gearbox. Smooth and nice in general use. I'm going to be hypercritical and tell you that this button over here that puts you into sport mode, which the main change on this particular vehicle is it holds your ratios a lot longer. And in my book, I must be honest, unless you're really in a robot Grand Prix, I find it holds the ratios much too long. Engine revs way too high for my personal likings, and I don't particularly enjoy using that mode. So, you know what, to me, just don't use it. It's simple. One of the other very big changes on this vehicle is that they've added what Mazda term G-vectoring to it. And that's their technology on the chassis, which gives you greater cornering ability, greater road holding, and just overall increases your abilities on the road and your safety factors on the road. And you know me, when it comes to safety, I will always, always vouch for safety and tell you that safety is where I'd like to be. This particular model, the dynamic automatic, sells for approximately 390,000 Rand. In this trim, and you can see lovely leather trim, lots of space in the back, as is standard with a Mazda CX5. And don't forget that 3-year unlimited mileage warranty and service plan that comes standard with every Mazda. Let's get a feel for what this car is actually like on the road, and we're going to take it down a nice little piece of dirt road just to show you the benefits, particularly of that SkyActiv technology. Putting the CX5 onto this piece of dirt road, as I said, it's a decent quality piece of dirt road, but it really feels nice. It feels comfortable, it holds the road nicely, and it runs very, very smoothly. I'm obviously not speeding on dirt. We never recommend speeding anywhere, quite honestly, in Motor Matters, but you can see it handles it nicely. It can still corner very nicely on the dirt, and it just overall feels very good. And I've got to say, obviously, the benefits of the chassis, of the whole vehicle, and between SkyActiv technology and G-vectoring, you can feel it's pretty comfortable, pretty smooth. Yes, you bounce, but I mean, that's what a dirt road does to you. talk opposition very quickly. Well, there is lots of opposition for the Mazda CX5. You can look at the Hyundai Tucson, Kia Sportage twins, shall I call them. You can also look, of course, at the VW Tiguan. You can look at so many. There are lots of options around. I'm going to be leaving out a few, I know that, and I don't want to do that deliberately, but there are lots of opposition. But there are so many factors that I think make the CX5 a car that you need to look at when you're looking at your medium-sized family SUV. Do yourself a favor, if you're in this market, put it on your shortlist and take one for a test drive. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you next time.